Welcome back to King Josiah TV, where this channel was created to educate, promote, and inform on the kingdom of Jesus Christ as an ambassador in this world. I am your host, Josiah. And before we get started, guys, just do me a favor. If you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, if you're listening, or if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and give me that follow button. All right, guys, let's get into it.
Watch giants fall like Goliath. David, I dance. This ain't no TikTok. God told me that my steps was ordered. Walking in flip.
Just before this, Trump had came out and said that he has a Bible. And he came out and said that he's going to have a Bible, or not have a Bible, that he's actually going to support a Bible, because I don't want to misquote it. Because what actually happened is Trump is actually going to be endorsing a Bible. A lot of people have been saying Trump has a Bible. He's actually endorsing a Bible from another gentleman who is I think he's a country or a kind of type of a country singer, a music artist that has his own foundation and all that. Trump is just endorsing this. This goes nothing towards his campaign, which Democrats have been trying to spin the story and say that Trump is doing this and these proceeds are going there, but they're actually not going there. They're going actually to this gentleman's pretty much foundation. And the gentleman that the Bible actually comes from is Lee Greenwood. You guys can look him up. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let Trump speak for himself, and then we're going to further dip into this.
This Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents. Yes, the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard to keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this. God bless the USA Bible. And it's just very important and very important to me. I want to have a lot of people have it. You have to have it for your heart, for your soul. Many of you have never read them and don't know the liberties and rights you have as Americans and how you are being threatened to lose those rights. It's happening all the time. It's a very sad thing that's going on in our country, but we're going to get it turned around. Religion and Christianity are the biggest things missing from this country. And I truly believe that we need to bring them back, and we have to bring them back fast. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going haywire. We've lost religion in our country.
And a lot of Christians have had a lot of mixed conversations pertaining to that. And I really think, and I just want to challenge Christians out there that are against this, or challenging Christians that are saying, why is Trump coming out with a Bible and being skeptical about it? We just talked about Biden.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities for more customization, more time,
things that he's trying
growth.
to push, and things that he's trying to have move forward. And then when we look at, sorry guys, I started playing a commercial, but on the previous video that I was having going. But you look at the question I'm posing is, you look at the things that Biden is pushing: LGBTV, things having to do with reproductive things having to do with Christian things, praying in the schools. When it comes to all these certain laws that are pretty much pushing down Christian beliefs, values, and opinions. Now, I'm not going to tell you to be Republican or Democrat. I'm not siding with either one. But you look at Trump. You may not like the package that it's packaged in. You may not like the presentation that it has, but he's pushing things that are keeping God in our communities. He's pushing things that are trying to keep the Bible in the center point of our nation. And that's something our nation needs, and something that is literally killing our nation. It's going to put our nation under wrath. Don't be misinformed. I'm not going to tell you which side to pick, but if you just had to pick one or two, take the faces off the two of them, and you're saying this one guy is presenting to you who wants to recreate the day that our Savior, Lord and Savior, died for us, and make it Transgender Visibility Day. And you've got another gentleman that's saying, let's put the Bible back into our schools. Let's put the Bible back at the forefront of our Constitution. Let's put the Bible back into our society. Let's not push down Judeo-Christian values. And you take the faces off them, I think it's pretty easy to pick who you should go for. And, you know, and again, I'm not saying who to vote for, but you got to see this is a spiritual battle. This is not physical. Nothing that goes on in this world is physical. Nothing that goes on is something that is actually visible to the eye. It's all a spiritual battle. What does the Bible tell us? God says we do not war against flesh and blood, but principalities and rulers that are in high places. So I want to read from Genesis 50 and 20. But as I say for you, ye that are evil against me, but as you, let me do that one more time. But as for you, ye that evil against me, but God meant it unto good to bring to pass as it is this day, to save many people alive. So, guys, what the devil meant for evil, and what people maybe sees packaged up as evil and bad, God turns around for his good and to save many people. So you may not like the package that things are being presented in, the things that are being presented to us in. But guys, we really have to be able to see in the spiritual the war that's going on. And don't get caught up into your feelings. Don't get caught up into, oh, because of the things that people try to say Trump is racist. And I could get into that, but this is not the platform for that. I try not to get overly political, but I do believe Christians should be political, because if we are not political, we will allow this type of decay to come into our life and our society. And to say that Christians shouldn't be political, then why was Jesus pushing up against the political people of his day? Why was Paul and all these other apostles pushing up against these things? And why are certain other big entities that we've known over the years that are Christians have pushed back and tried to keep the decay out of our government? God calls us the salt of the earth. We are to preserve. So if we're not preserving the earth by being involved in every category from big and small, how can we change the world as Christians? How can we impact our world? How can we really be a real influence if we're only influential inside of the four walls of the church? We've got to be more influential than just inside of the four walls of the church. Guys, that's something that, you know, I really think that's why I did both those topics together, because I do truly believe they really do parallel each other, and what's going on there. And I just want to speak on, again, just the last part again, Lee Greenwood, because again, a lot of people have been misinformed and misled by that, about who the God Bless America Bible is actually from him. And I'm pulling this up here, guys, because this gentleman, and I believe he's got a website too. So it's pulling up on the screen right now. He's got a website too. He's, like I said, he's an American singer. I think he's been out since, I think like the 80s or the 90s, I believe. 1 minute here. This is the gentleman right here. Lee Greenwood. Lee Greenwood, he's, like I said, he's a singer. He's the one that actually created this Bible. And a lot of Christians are pushing back because the Bible actually includes the Declaration of Independence. It's got our laws and things that are in that Bible. And my thing is, if he's not taking away from the Bible, he's not adding anything to it. A lot of these Bibles, they have maps in them. They have different things that help women, help men, depending on what the Bible is catered towards. And so if there's something out there that's catered towards Americans, and it's actually the full word of God in its full totality, all this Bible is the King James version. This is his website, guys. And this is the gentleman that, again, Trump is just endorsing this Bible. Proceedings are not going to Trump. They're not going to his campaign. And so this is this gentleman's website here. We could go through and look through different things. Like I said, he's a music artist. He's a Christian. I mean, you can look him up on social. He's obviously been around for a long period of time. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation pertaining to that, and exactly what this Bible was about and who it's catered to. So yeah, just wanted to bring light to that, guys, and continue to inform yourself. And guys, do not let anybody tell you that just because you are a Christian, just because you have your beliefs, that you should not be involved in the local government. You should not be involved in the government over our country. You should be involved in every level, from the school level to the household level to the level in your community. Every level Christians should be at. Every level of power, control over the small. We should be in every facet of life. Again, we are the salt of the earth. We just preserve the earth. How are we going to preserve the earth if all of our talents, all of our everything that God has put in us is remaining in the four walls of the church? We got to get out of the church. Podcast. Again, if you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right below. And again, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, give me the follow button. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
When my salvation on me like it's a helmet. The way you to sin is death for send you to hell quick. Wanted to be all about me, God, I was selfish. I was rebellious.